Children, good evening. Today I will teach you further that how we calculate value of output and intermediate consumption expenditure, because sometimes you may be given calculate value added by firm X by firm Y. So how to calculate value of output, right? So value of output is given in different ways in the numericals. So today I will teach you different ways how you will find out, you may find the data in numericals and how you have to deal with all this information to get the correct answer, right? So just look here on the board. Value of output. First method, sales plus change in stock. What is the change in stock? Closing stock minus opening stock, right? So whatever output is produced by a firm, a part of output producer plan to sell in the market, and rest of the output producer decide to keep in the stock, which is what? Change in stock, addition to stock. Addition to stock, change in stock, increase in stock is to be added. If you have been given fall in stock, decrease in stock, that is to be deducted. In place of plus, it would be deducted, right? Another way, if sale is given to you, right, 50 and export is given 30. So it is understood that export is added in the sale because the value of sale is higher than the value of export, right? So it is taken as the total sale. It is taken as the total sale. So here we are not supposed to add export. We will take only sale plus change in stock is equal to value of output, right? But if suppose sale value is given 50 and export value is given 60 crores. So export value here as given in this situation here is bigger as compared to the sale value, right? So export is treated that it is not included in the sale 50. So it will be treated as domestic sale. Domestic sale plus export plus net change in stock is equal to value of output. This is the another way. In this situation, if the export value is higher than sale value, then this sale will be treated as domestic sale, and domestic sale plus the sale in international market export plus change in stock is equal to value of output. This is the another situation. Come to this. If clearly mentioned here domestic sale, right? So irrespective of the value of these two, we are supposed to add, because here it is very clearly mentioned this sale is domestic and this is in international market. Both is to be added. And third value, that will be change in stock, right? And last value sometimes you may be given in the question, the production of goods meant for self-consumption is also added, right? Because if the producer will not keep a part of its production for self-consumption, he has to purchase from the market, right? So production of inputted value of production of goods meant for self-consumption is also the production of this year, and it is to be added. Also it is to be added to get the value of output. So these are the different ways. If you have to calculate the sale, as you have to calculate the value of output. Come to IC. In the same way, in IC, which is what? Intermediate consumption expenditure. In the same way, if IC is given, so it is a complete information, right? It's a complete information. We are not supposed to touch purchase of raw material at all, because IC, yesterday I taught you what it is. This is the expenditure by the firm on non-factor inputs. So if IC is given, right, so that is to be deducted from value of output to get the gross value of output, to get the GDP at MP. Here we are not supposed to touch purchase of raw material because it is added here. This is what? Expenditure on all non-factor inputs, right? But if it is not given, then we have to deduct purchase of raw material. Here the same way, purchase of raw material, if it is given 50, right? And import is given 40. So it is very much clear that import is added in this. This is the total purchase of raw material within the domestic market as well as in international market. So here we are not supposed to deduct import of raw material, which is 40 included in this 50. Only we will deduct this purchase of raw material, right? But if it is 50 and import is given 140, so 140 is not included in the 50. 140 is the bigger value as compared to 50. Then we have to add these two. We have to treat this data purchase of raw material within the domestic market, right? So this is the purchase of raw material within the domestic market is equal to 50 plus import of raw material is equal to 140. Both are to be added and subtracted from the value of output here to get the GDP at MP, to get the GVA at MP, right? So this is the way how you have to treat with the different types of information given in the question. If IC is given, you are not supposed to touch any. IC is what? Expenditure or non-factor input. So sometimes you may be given the electricity bill paid by the firm. This is also IC, is to be deducted from value of output, right? So go through the data given carefully and treat accordingly. IC is given, then nothing is to be deducted, only you are supposed to deduct IC. But if IC is not given in the question, then we have to see what all components of IC are given in the question and come to the import, purchase of raw material and import, how we are supposed to deal with this two information. If you have been given import of machinery, what you will do? You will not touch it because machinery is what? Is a capital good. Machinery is a capital good and capital good is a final good. And what we are subtracting? We are subtracting intermediate goods. So that data will be given to you just to create confusion. Import of machinery you are not supposed to touch as the intermediate consumption expenditure, right? So value of output minus IC is equal to gross value added at MP. If it is you calculated, then you have to see the question, what you are supposed to calculate, then do accordingly, right? So sometimes you may not be given the purchase of raw material in the question. So how it will be given to you? This is the sale of firm Z to firm X. How it will be given? Sale of firm X, right, to firm Y. And you are calculating the value added by firm Y, and you have not been given the purchase of firm Y, right? IC of firm Y is not given in the question. So here sale of firm X to firm Y will be treated as the purchase by firm Y and will be deducted as IC. Right? Sometimes you may be given the sale by firm Z to X. So it will be treated as the purchase by firm X while calculating the value added of firm X. Right? So these are the different ways the data may be given to you. So treat accordingly and solve the correct answer, and all the questions given in the exercise you are supposed to solve. And if you have any kind of confusion, right, you must share in the comment box, right? Again I am repeating what you are supposed to do. Value of output, this is sale plus change in stock. If sale is given domestic sale, so domestic sale plus export plus change in stock. If sale and export both are given, so you have to consider the value. If sale, not domestic sale, only sale is given, then you have to consider the value. If the export value is lower than the value of sale, so you are not supposed to add export, because here the sale is given total sale. But if the export value is higher than the value of sale, then you have to add export with sale, and sale will be treated here domestic sale, right, plus change in stock. Sometimes you may be given the production of goods meant for self-consumption. This is the output of this year is to be added, right, while calculating domestic or national income. So that also is to be added in the value of output. Sale, domestic sale plus change in stock plus production of goods meant for self-consumption. And you know that change in stock is given, then it will be added. Increase in stock, then it will be added. But if fall in stock, decrease in stock is given, that it will be deducted from the sale, right? Come to the purchase of raw material. Here IC is given, so it's a complete data. Expenditure on the purchase of non-factor input. All sorts of expenditure other than a factor input. So you are not supposed to touch any of the component of IC, right? But if IC is not given, then you have to deduct purchase of raw material. Purchase of raw material, if the value is lower than the value of import of raw material, right, then you have to add import with purchase of raw material and is to be deducted from the value of output. But if the value of import is lower value as compared to the purchase of raw material, so here purchase of raw material will be treated as the domestic purchase, as well as export both. Then you are not supposed to touch import of raw material if the value of import is lower than the purchase of raw material, right? Next, I explained to you that increase in stock is to be added and decrease in stock is to be deducted, right? So after deducting IC from value of output, you are getting GVA at MP, and GVA stock. This is the step which must you have to do to avoid the problem of double counting, to avoid overestimation of national income. But after that, you have to go to the question, what you are calculating. If net, deduct depreciation. If FC, deduct NIT. If national, add NFIA. Understood? So you are supposed to solve the numericals. If you have any doubt, tomorrow I will teach you what the steps and the precautions of value added method, and few questions also we will practice. Good night. Have a nice day ahead, and be very honest in your life. Thank you.